Hey guys, what you're seeing in the background is Fallout New Vegas. It's a game that I got, and it's actually a lot of fun. I don't think I'm gonna burn my way through it like I do most games, but I do certainly enjoy it enough to make it through the whole game. Now, if you guys would like to see more raw footage of me just playing the games, I can record parts that I find will be, or I think will be a little bit more interesting than others, and I can put those up if you guys are curious, if you guys want to see that. But for now, I'm just using it as the background for a commentary that is not gaming related, but I think it's got a worldly perspective that is relevant to a lot of people. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Hey guys, what I'd like to talk about today is love and compassion towards fellow man. Now before you get upset and click out of this video, know that this isn't some kumbaya hippie crap. It's straight talk from someone who is amazed at how screwed up people are. Racism is a hot topic right now in America because of the Zimmerman trial. Ever since the man was proven innocent, the media and public have been going on a frenzy. African Americans screaming bloody murder and hate the white man. Before I go any further though, I'd like to say I don't like to hear of senseless deaths of anyone. However, the outrage at this man for being set free is a little unjust. Regardless of how you feel, the man is free and can never be tried of his crime again. That means there's nothing anyone can legally do about it. Unfortunately, this media fiasco has covered up a lot of important events that Big Brother would have us become less aware of, like the trial of Bradley Manning, a soldier who exposed the murder of more than 15 innocent Iraqi civilians and is being sentenced to prison for doing the morally correct thing. I'll enlighten you on those proceedings shortly. The government wants us to fight a bullshit race war to create a rift between the American people that they can exploit for political gains. Why would they do this? Because the lines between Democrat and Republican become more blurred every day. The government has no differences to exploit in the public. Through the use of media and the public has been saturated with the murder trial of one person simply because the victim was black and the shooter was not. Aside from random shit talkers, open racism is quickly becoming a dying issue and will continue to die as time goes on. The way our media tears open every detail of this case causes me concern. Now, the timing of this trial allows for a quiet cover-up of an important anti-military trial. To put a long story short, Bradley Manning did something right, but at the cost of breaking rules. He leaked information and videos from classified U.S. Army files that led to the public release of graphic airstrike videos accompanied by soldier communications. There should be an annotation in the video and a link in the description. Please view with caution as it is quite disturbing. Now, what Manning did broke more than 20 military codes that he swore to abide by, and in this regard I understand his sentencing. But what he leaked was a terribly sad video of the excited killing of men who did not pose any threat. Well, this story has been drowned out in the noise of the Trayvon Martin case because the government doesn't want us to see how ruthless their command can be. The soldiers pulled the triggers, but it was their leaders that instilled the fear and get the job done no matter what mentality in them. So bravo, Obama. You, like the many powerful men before you, have learned to manipulate the American people. With a few kind words on behalf of Trayvon Martin and the need for justice in this case, you have blinded Americans by hate and dissension. So for a few weeks we would forget about the NSA and their ability to watch and hear anything they could ever want. And so that the U.S. Army could cover up the abuse and mistreatment of innocent civilians. I'm sad, everyone. Sad because I grew up believing in this country, believing that we were the greatest nation to exist. But the way our government treats us is horrible in many ways. We are not sheep to be slaughtered and guided without purpose. You know, I could talk for hours on the subject, but know this, guys. Our constitutional rights as individuals are being taken slowly under false pretenses to push an overall government agenda. Do your research and you'll learn things that will deflate your image of America. The people of this great country are still to be considered the best anywhere in the world, and I love all of my fellow Americans. But we cannot stay silent as we are twisted and manipulated. Hey guys, so I know that was really intense and a lot of stuff was thrown at you and a really tight message, but that's for a few reasons. A, I do not have all the time in the world and I don't want to bog you down with a 15-minute video that would just get diluted with facts and nonsense. I want you to go out and, if you're really interested or bothered by anything I spoke of, to research it, figure stuff out on your own, and if you have questions, ask someone. You can leave a question in the comments. You can even make a comment on what I said. I'm not the smartest person in the world, nor do I claim to be, and some of the things I said may have not been entirely true, whether it's from a fact standpoint or an opinion standpoint. Regardless, it's fine. You can voice your opinion in my comment section. I would, however, strongly advise that you steer your conversation away from racism, because if you do have a racist comment, I will delete it, and if you are repeat offending, I will probably block you from my channel. But let's just keep it professional and civil. I mean, I understand we're behind a keyboard, but you don't have to be a jerk. Because honestly, if you're still living in the stone age of human perception and you still think a black person is a nigger and you think that they don't have rights like the rest of the human beings in this world, then you're just an idiot. And honestly, if you think that way, I really don't want you watching my videos anyways. So let's keep it civil and let's all understand that we're all people. And yes, some people make mistakes, but that doesn't mean we can generalize an entire race. I guess the way I don't really look at it in terms of race anymore. We're all the same people, but let's just keep it civil, guys. I've seen a lot of people getting really heated. I've seen a lot of stuff in the news about racism, but this isn't what it's about, guys. We're human beings, and it transcends way beyond what someone wants you to think of another person who's a different color. So, anyways, before I get off on that whole topic of racism and people today, I really don't want to. Save that for another day. You guys can enjoy that some other time. But anyways, this is Stark High with Sasquatch Gaming. I am out. Peace.